Hey, folks, and welcome to another Ordinary Men Who Fight Like Heroes podcast. I am Chris Fearing, and I'm currently alone at the table. There's no one else around, so this is going to be the solo podcast. Well, I really wanted to tell you what I feel about my co-hosts. I mean, they're okay. But honestly, I'm tired of carrying this team. I mean, that's how it feels sometimes. And I feel that you guys are the only people that I can open up to about this.
Hey, Chris, what are you doing in there?
What? Aaron, what are you doing here? I locked the door.
You're having trouble carrying us, then maybe you
Justin, how'd you get in through the window?
Oh, Chris, you know I'm an expert at getting in through small people's windows. I'm Houdini, and I teleport everywhere I go. Everywhere I go, I operate.
Okay, but either way,
I don't know
I'm
where
Chris
you're going.
Fearing, and I'm joined at the table by
Drunks and Dragons
and Aaron Bass.
All right.
And you're like, by myself? I'm like, joke's on you. Me and Aaron are going to stay stone silent and see how long you carry this.
Okay, but along the lines of being creepy and sneaking into windows and frightening children.
Where are we going with this, Chris? Do we need to alert the authorities?
You guys believe in monsters?
Oh, like believe in monsters.
Yes.
Like,
I mean,
believe in monsters and like ghosts and demons and all that kind of stuff? Because in my personal opinion, if you believe in one thing, you believe in the others, whether you realize it or not. I think Bigfoot's out there. That ain't no surprise. I think while a lot of those UFO videos are hoaxed, a lot of them probably are kind of something that you can't really explain. I mean, for hell, it might not even be aliens. It might be time travelers. There you go. That's something you like.
That's almost more creepy if that's real, you know.
Maybe there really is a future Aaron out there who just knows exactly where to go to not run into his past self.
Well, screw you, future Aaron. You know that the whole internal plan has always been to meet up and say the secret password, so I know it's you, and then we can exchange information, and my life will be better in the future.
I like how you have a secret password. Like, you have to, not change it.
Yes, of course.
But you're past Aaron to that Aaron.
Yes.
So you would change the password.
No!
Fuck it up in some manner. You would go.
Maybe the time has already passed.
No. We know how this is gonna go. This is all internally planned.
Okay. But I mean, think about that. Maybe if and everything has probability of being and not being. But think about it. What if way in the future time travel's done? And we've come back in time collectively to keep an eye on ourselves or go back. It's oh yeah, I remember when I was that young. I want to peek in on that. And you see an old person that's kind of, or you think maybe in the back of your mind, kind of almost in that romantic notion, I might be that guy when I grow up.
You know, I don't know if time travelers would actually do that though, or I think we would find evidence of it in some shape or form if there were time travelers. Unless time travelers are really just ignorant of what area they're coming to, and that explains why 90% of people are stupid. Because they're time travelers from the wrong era who don't understand how today's world works.
That's actually really good.
Thought of that the other day.
Or they only go into the future, so they can't mess up the past.
Yeah.
So it's oh no, I accidentally left something up in the future. Someone will just write it off as an antique. Like those fucking brand new,
That's how they get those Dunkaroos, right?
Yeah, that's how people sell old shit from the '90s. Is they actually go back in time, or they go from the they come from the past.
That's brilliant. I hope to do that one day.
Go into the future and hand future self brand new shit that's unopened and in mint condition and in such a state that the carbon dating would even go. Excuse me.
Yeah. But I mean, besides time travelers and stuff like that, what about monsters? Like Bigfoot and Loch Ness Monster and things like that.
Sure. I mean, we all know the Bigfoot footage was proved realish. I say realish because it's that'd have been really hard to fake. For like the technology they had, or so says History Channel. I don't know. History Channel wants you to believe in monsters.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you can keep watching their monster shows. Yeah, they could be real. There's lots of places we haven't explored yet, especially deep, deep, deep within the ocean where no one wants to go.
Yeah.
And I don't
What's all
blame
that
them.
stuff under the water?
Yeah, what is all that stuff under the water? Inquiring minds want nightmares.
What is the bloop? Where? Yeah.
Oh man. All those fucking unexplained like snippets of radio conversation or just noises out in the distance kind of thing.
Yeah. Just
How does the Bermuda Triangle work?
the contents of freaking stuff they wouldn't want you to know. You know,
Yeah.
like, pretty much. Those things always make me go like, but what if it's real? Ah!
Now, actually, that's cool. There's like another there's 2 Bermuda Triangles. I don't
Really?
think anyone really knew. Yeah, there's another one that's like on the polar opposite side of the planet, like they connect or some shit.
I never knew about that.
It's called like the Dragon's Triangle. It's
Blowing my
like in a
mind.
completely other part of the ocean, and they're like, it's like the Bermuda Triangle, only on the other side of the world. So it's like there's 2 of them. I wonder why. Maybe that's like where they fucking sync up, or it's a portal, or maybe the shit that gets lost in the Bermuda Triangle goes there, and then vice versa.
But here's where it gets crazy.
Yeah.
Nazi scientists found a hole in the earth right under the Bermuda Triangle, and that's where they found the Loch Ness monster.
How'd they do all the underwater drilling?
talking to Cthulhu.
Okay.
God.
Who were the Dartmoors?
This is like Cthulhu just like flips his ass over, so he just like it spreads his ass and farts up like and bubbles the ocean, and like all the boats are like rocked and stuff, and just that's what Cthulhu does. He does childish shit. He just childish shit.
God.
And people just assume that he's like a crazy malevolent like anti-deity thing, high priest, whatever the fuck he's supposed to be. Fun times.
But yeah,
nah, it's too bad we don't have like just blatant magic everywhere.
Yeah, I was gonna say
You guys do have magic everywhere. It's the two of you. You got magic in front of you right now.
magic, you say?
God.
You know what I mean?
All right, what were we gonna say, Aaron?
Well, I was gonna say, I don't necessarily believe in like Bigfoot or Loch Ness monster or anything like that, but I do believe in like just entities or like there are just unexplained things that really are not corporeal-ish,
Like, what do you mean?
I don't know.
Like spirits?
Yeah.
Like demons?
Yeah, I'd say like demons. But, I mean, some of that is our own fears, and some of that is, just unexplainable stuff, and some of that is just, duh.
Yeah.
But,
Well, it's like Drubert.
what's he say?
Drubert doesn't believe in monsters and things like that, but the concept of demons and possessions, he believes in that shit, and it scares the hell out of him.
Wow, yeah.
So that's funny.
No, it's, I don't know, I think there's a lot of just what your mind believes can be played into really easily, and
Yeah.
just, I don't know, fear is just a very powerful effect.
Oh yeah.
And it can make you believe in different weird things, even if you know it's not true.
Yeah, fear is empowered
Like
a lot of things.
Like sometimes I'll be like going to bed, and if I'm scared enough, I will be like closing my eyes and be like, "There's like a face right in front of my eyes."
Yeah.
And I know it's not true, but I still have to open my eyes
To make
I
sure
have
it's
to.
not there.
Yes.
You that are closing your eyes and like you just all of a sudden the image comes to your mind of just something standing in the corner of your room staring at you.
Yeah. That's too spooky for me.
Yeah, fear is given a lot of power to things that don't actually kind of have a lot of power or do, but not in like. But the people who wield this shit like witchcraft and stuff. You'll go to certain groups of people and they'll be like, witchcraft is real, and then they'll see it everywhere, and it's like, I'm pretty sure witchcraft is real, but I'm pretty sure it's not just like everywhere like you think it is. I'm pretty sure that's just you like being that's just you being scared. Like, witchcraft is not spiders. You're not always within 3 feet of one. So really, spiders are what you should be scared of.
Yeah.
But Justin, you're always within 3 feet of a spider.
I am a spider, and I come out like Yeah, that's when it's time to nope.
This podcast written by Stephen King.
It's time to nopes. But yeah, science has shrunk most of the world, sadly.
True. And at the same time, there's all this shit in outer space. We have no idea what that is.
Man.
Yep.
Like, that stuff creeps me out, really. Aliens. The idea of aliens.
It doesn't even have to be aliens. You know, it'll be something bizarre, or it'll be like a disease or a kind of air that you should or shouldn't breathe. Who knows?
You mean like on another planet or out in space or something?
Yeah, like it's just like we're flying in space, and then we pick up this rock that we find, and then we go to like examine it to see what it's all made of, and then like it makes the ship melt for no reason, or makes your skin melt for no reason, or makes everyone melt for no reason, or implodes the sun when you throw it into it, or some shit like that.
Yeah, there could be just really unexpected, insane.
And
insane
it's not like the
stuff.
rock was even doing anything deliberate. Like the rock was just a weird ass made of weird shit, and it just did
And
that.
it's not his fault he was an Hercules.
Yeah.
But Aaron, think about okay, so you're laying in your bed
Oh god.
and you roll over, and at the edge of your bed you like open your eyes because you could swear there's a face looking at you, like there's a child standing next to your bed, like ghostly white, solid black
I'm
eyes
gonna hate you tonight
staring
when I
at you,
try and
and
go
you
to
open
sleep.
your eyes and it's not there, and you're like, okay, cool, and then like you start to roll, and out of the corner of your eye you see like two grayish infant legs wiggling as it's crawling under your bed. Like
No.
it's scooting itself under the bed.
I don't know. That wouldn't scare me. That would just be weird. But like, I don't know. The less like defined I know that something is, the more my mind will read into it and be like, or just get
So
scared.
this weird, creepy child hiding under your bed.
Could just be a weird, creepy child ghost or something. Just it's a child.
But the idea of like some kind of evil child standing right next to your bed, staring at you.
Would be more creepy just because it's too close.
I was gonna say like that fucking Japanese woman that lived in that dude's house.
No, that's creepy.
Yeah,
No, that's creepy. Holy crap.
Lived in that guy's house for like a year or some shit like that.
In the cabinet.
Hiding in a cabinet.
And when he finally reviewed the footage and saw that she had been there, like, she crawled into the cabinet quite literally 30 minutes before he looked at the footage, and he was standing within 3 feet of that cabinet.
Good Lord, that is creepy. Like,
I'm pretty sure his reaction was, whoa! And then he ran for his ancestral
and
katana.
dropped out several doobies.
Don't get popping out of my shirt!
While running for his ancestral katana, that's what I would go for, because I'd be like, I gotta kill this thing. I gotta kill this thing. And those katanas that are made like 5 generations in advance, they'll do it. Oh, they'll do it, alright. Especially if that's what they're made for, to like honor or protect the family. It's like, fuck yeah, that's like being blessed. Like, all you just need is now like a Catholic and a Jewish priest or something to say prayers over it, and then it'll just cut through anything you want it to.
This katana's been used to brisk several children.
God!
I use the katana, it cuts through everything. It slices through the pepperoni, through the peppers. You just make a good,
Used it to brisk of angels.
you cut the ground beef, and you put them in the middle of the taco, and then you take the cheese. This is Italian guy who's an Italian Jew making cheese tacos with a katana.
God!
And got it at a brisk.
A Jewish Italian making cheese tacos with a katana.
That he got from a brisk.
We are the world.
He
We are the
purchased it at a brisk for $5.99 for some reason. I don't know why it was on sale. It matched my jacket.
So children creep you out the most, Aaron.
No, that was not. No,
I like-
No, I'm not saying like just children in general. Like happy children are playing. Aaron just goes, oh,
No,
and
like
runs.
that was my point. Was like a child being under my bed would not be scary, even if I didn't know like where the child came from or whatever. Like not that scary,
But it would still be fucking frightening.
but it would be frightening.
But whenever we watched anything, that's what makes you nope the hardest. Is children.
If you're thinking of the VHS video,
It's because ghost kids.
it's because ghost kids are aliens, but also because they're ghost kids.
So ghost kids scare you the most.
Yeah, if it's a ghost kid, that'd be
well,
more scary.
really, ghosts are scariest. To be perfect, let's be real here. Ghosts are
So,
the scariest.
Casper.
Not scary.
Not
Okay.
scary, but because he's friendly ghost, and he's friends with Christina Ricci and is in the movie.
He's friends with Christina Ricci.
But no, seriously though, ghosts are the scariest because they're dumb OP.
What about spiders?
Huh?
The spiders are scary, but like if there's a big spider, you can still like stab a big spider with a butcher knife from your kitchen. If there's a ghost in your kitchen, well, you're fucked, because the ghost will probably make the knife like fly out of the thing at you. And if it doesn't hit you, cool. If it does, that's also cool, I guess. But like ghosts, just like that opponent that you can't fight, that you don't know how to get rid of, that can still like hurt you, but you can't hurt it. It's just like, I'm just stupid, dope, powerful. He's just like retarded. And he's all up in your house, and you gotta like get a priest, and then he gets weird, and his head spins around backwards. He's vomiting like pea soup or some shit. I don't even know.
You know what's scary to me is actually retarded conspiracy theories. Like the moon landing was fake conspiracy theories.
Because you're like, if it's so dumb sounding that if it was real, it would hurt you.
Or like it would just be like, I don't know what's real anymore. You know?
It would shatter that.
Yeah, it would shatter everything. You know, like everyone in the government is a lizard person. What the heck is that? You know, like it's so stupid.
That explains a lot of things.
Yeah.
That explains all the cold-bloodedness. Ooh,
Political bird.
ooh.
But I'd say for me, it's creatures.
Really?
Yep. That's what scares me the most. Like any kind of creatures. Like not like any kind of creatures, but like I don't know, like that picture of the Louisiana swamp monster that came out years ago.
I don't know if I've seen that.
He got a huge dick.
Let me see if I can't find this. Okay.
Future Chris, remember to refine this picture.
Oh, I will. I've got this saved already.
Oh, well then. We're about to see fucking Louisiana swamp monster. Swamp man. Man swamps.
I have seen that, and that's genuinely scary. Like that's not. There's no reason you shouldn't be scared of that.
Oh man, that reminds me of that one gif of that one creature by the side of the road that was all weird and backwards and shit. And
Yeah.
Oh, it just crawls across the road?
Yeah.
Whew. Yeah, that's a good picture
that
of
thing.
Louisiana. That would make me shit my pants.
Taken from one of those like motion sensitive hunters cameras that they set up near their blinds in the woods.
Holy
Oh
crap.
yeah. Oh man.
And a lot of people labeled that as like the Louisiana swamp monster. A lot of people labeled it as a zombie. I personally like to think of it as the rake. Like the creepypasta monster. Because that's quite literally what that thing is described as looking like.
I don't even know what what you're talking about with this creepypasta monster.
I'll read it at some point for you.
Cool. Well, maybe for the. Can you do that?
That's exactly what I mean.
Okay. For this channel.
Yes.
For this channel. Fucking the only thing more frightening than monsters is our manners. That's a cool picture though.
Yeah.
I was gonna say fucking man, it'd be weird if you saw weird shit like on a hunter's cam. Like you go and you check it and you're checking the pictures and you see like the deer show up and then you see the deer like stand on their hind legs and stand in a circle.
Yeah, no, that'd be creepy as hell.
For like
Holy shit, dude.
hours. Or like, and you're like, the fuck?
Yeah.
I would probably shit.
Yeah.
That would be creepy as fuck. Let's see, that's a bad picture. What else frightens you, Justin? Fill the silence.
Oh man, I'm sorry. Like I just heard Aaron going doo doo, and I was just like thinking, yeah, that'd be so creepy. The deer standing up. God, Jesus, that face.
Yeah.
That face. That other face.
And
So
Phoebe from Friends.
how's like? All right, so things that frighten me. Ghosts. Well, we already talked about ghosts. Ghosts frighten me. Ooh. No, when you were talking about conspiracy theories, this kind of rings in the same vein. Freaking, close to it, like the secret culty groups.
Oh yeah.
Like when the entire community is compromised and you can't get help from no one because they're all them.
Yeah.
And then they all start to like it becomes apparent that they all know that you're not them. And it's time to take care of you.
Or you combine like conspiracies with cults, so it's like there's like a secret cult in charge of X, and they're all like trying to do this. That's
and then
scary
there's
to
nothing
me.
you can do.
Yeah.
there's lots of cults and secret organizations and groups and bizarre groups that no one knows anything about as far as
Also, the Zodiac Killer. The Zodiac.
The hell's
Killer.
a Zodiac Killer?
This is an old series of murders in for San Francisco, I think, or something like that.
yeah, serial killer called
yeah.
the Zodiac Killer. I can't remember. I don't know really why he's called that.
Oh, that would make sense since the dude Mark in that that book about Tommy Wiseau actually makes reference to, well, I guess he's not the Zodiac Killer.
But yeah, I mean, I watched a video or a special on his murders or whatever when I was younger, and I could not get to sleep that night. Like, it was the scariest damn thing.
Like what?
Jeez.
It wasn't even just it was just the thinking about the mind of this dude, because he left messages like, my favorite thing, my favorite prey is hunting humans and stuff like that. Like, it's just, I don't know, it's.
I gotta hear some, because no offense, I don't know if you did that one justice, but I would like to think that every serial murderer leaves behind that message. My favorite prey is hunting humans. Well, yeah. Then it becomes
How did you actually find it?
I just typed in creepy hunters pictures.
No, but they're rearing up to do some real. They're not just holding a conversation.
Yeah, sure, of course.
Man, shut up. I just kiddingly said it would be creepy, but I don't want to actually see that shit. That shit's strange.
And what about that dolphin in the right corner?
Especially if they hold the picture and they just stay there.
No, that was just being a dumbass.
Man, you know what I really hate though about, speaking of scares, you know what I really hate? I hate the pictures where it's when you see it, you'll shit bricks, and you stare at it for a million years, and the picture doesn't have a jump scare and nothing happens. And then on top of that, you still can't see what it is.
Oh.
Yeah.
Or there is nothing, and it's are they just trying to waste your time? I don't know. I like the ones where you can actually look closely and see, oh, there's a figure back there.
Yeah.
Or, oh, look, a face in the mirror. Or, oh, look, Rumpelstiltskin eating a banana or some shit. You know what I mean? Just something. Anything. Fuck. Even if it was, fucking Darth Vader eating a hamburger through his helmet. He's just ah! Even that would be fine. Even if that's not scary at all. You're gonna post one of those pictures, there better damn well be something to see there. Woo!
Wow.
This is Photoshop.
That looks pretty.
It's pretty legit though.
Yeah, it looks pretty legit.
Just looking at weird, creepy ass pictures. Spooky, scary deer attendants. Send shivers down your deers. A raccoon. Man, there's a horror game. I just saw a picture as we were passing by about some dude that stays in an amusement park or some shit, or it's the Chuck E. Cheese's.
Oh, it's Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah, that's supposed to be well, it's full of jump scares. I know
That's
that.
all it is jump scares.
Did you happen to read any more scary SCPs that you did not read on the?
Oh, that's actually
for the month of Halloween.
Actually, that's a good idea. But I've read a lot of them that I like, but a lot of the ones that really hit me, stuck with me, I threw in there. And the cool thing was, for the Halloween countdown I pulled a bunch that I just liked the title of.
Nice.
And I'm sure this is glaringly obvious to people that listen to the fear reads for October. A lot of those, the first time I ever read them was doing that.
Really?
Yep.
Huh.
Because there were some ones I really liked, and then other ones I would click on and just skim over it. It's that's cool sounding.
Nice.
Quite literally, best thing though, the one for the 31st for Halloween I had never read before.
Oh, wow.
And I picked that one on a whim.
Wow.
And I put that one at the end on a whim.
That's pretty damn good. That
Nice.
worked out
I haven't
really
actually
well.
heard that one yet.
Oh, you gotta listen to that one.
I'm excited to, it's weird. I was listening to some of them and I was like, man, I wonder if you'll have, I wonder if we'll, if it's a free-for-all, if we'll just, we do a fear read at some point?
Yeah.
Guest, I don't know what you want to call it, guest starring. Well, I mean, in the theme...
Guest narration.
In the theme of your verisimilitude that you try to generate with the fear reads, it would be a substitute, assistant or something for
Drunks
that
reads.
yeah for that evening doing something for T. Corman, etc.
Yeah,
et cetera.
no, and see, some
for
of this-
Dr. Campbell,
And see, that's what I was thinking, because, like, doing some of those with you guys, I could actually bring you guys in to do other voices, or, like,
Yeah.
be a different person reading it to kind of, like, pursue that story a bit more.
That would be very cool.
Since T. Corman's kind of, like, made his stand against these things.
Yeah. Someone else has got to continue those notes.
Yeah!
So I think that it'd be interesting to read one of those, but I would definitely want to have like a different, I guess, like discernible persona as like playing an entity playing a character that's also going to be, doing more of these recordings for Dr. Campbell's research for these SCP things. So I definitely want to think about how I'd want to deliver these.
Yeah. Because, I mean, for me, it started with the name Dr. Campbell. From obvious things, and then T. Corman just kind of rolled off the tongue,
Okay.
and slowly and steadily, as I did them, he like developed into like just a somewhat decent ranking security personnel
Nice.
that like worked in a very like one section only of a facility. So he had heard about all these from his buddies that worked in different sections, but he had
SCP
never
must
really
be
seen a lot of
massive to
them.
be able to-
No, it's
No,
massive.
they've got different
multiple sites.
They got different sites to contain their different oddities.
And then, of course, like a lot of the SCPs are actual locations that they just have to have like parties at to secure them and shit like that. So it's fucking huge.
So whenever you see that "Do Not Enter" signs, be careful. You might be wandering into a field of fuck.
Yeah, and that rock that melts human flesh when it gets close is probably already an SCP somewhere along the lines. But like a few of the ones out of that list that I really, really liked, I love the woodcutter's axe. I just like that concept.
That was a weird one.
Yeah.
Like, just the fact that it just cuts a guy's limb off.
And it's usually the throwers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it fucking
It's just
will
like-
always hit something and ricochet and come back and sever a limb perfectly, no blood.
I think the entry itself could have been like scarier or just more interesting if it was like if it had more specific stories about that.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
But see, some of them I enjoy because they're left so vague.
True.
That they just like speak so plainly, like this is what it does, math, and then like that's it. But
It'll
I'll-
let the audience go. How do they know this?
yeah,
My favorite is obviously going to be the Incorrect History book. That was disturbingly awesome.
one of my favorites, hands down.
Yeah.
I think I just like the idea of it because it's like, how do you know?
Yeah.
How do you know it's incorrect and not the most correct history book?
Yeah.
Also,
Unless
like,
it's like blatantly wrong.
also like the ones like the plush toy. One of the
one?
first ones that looks like a sewn up plush toy turned inside out.
You can't touch it.
That's man. I don't remember that. I'll listen
And
to that
if
one.
someone-
I know I
Inside
did.
out.
If someone touches it for prolonged time,
They
it
turn
turns
inside
them
out.
inside out, but it turns
Okay.
them inside out to the point where they're still alive.
Yeah, that's right.
And then there's a half cat. And then
Yep.
there's
I like.
Did either of you guys listen to the Bone Hive?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
that one's like, ugh.
Yeah. No, the scariest one that I've heard out of SCPs was not on your list though.
Which one?
It was like mislabeled Reagan tapes is what it was called, and it's like this. Like whoever read it did a good job and also put pictures, I guess, from the actual webpage. But it's like supposed to be this series of tapes that were found in like the president in the White House. They were like mislabeled, and somebody was like, watch it and find out what it is. And it's like this old Reagan speech where, like, in the middle of it, just bleeding cuts just start appearing on him, and he starts like going off wildly off the rails from what he's actually supposed to be talking about, and like starts saying predictive weird stuff about the future in it, and like one of the people in the background actually is replaced by a dude in black robes, and like there's like weird stuff that they'll like get like from like what happened. They said like it already predicted 9/11, blah blah blah, and redacted.
Holy
So
shit, man.
that scared the crap out of me.
Well, you also liked it more like frustratingly confused you, the recorded man
Yeah,
that's on all those DVDs.
No, I like that one a lot too. But yeah,
I think he's really good. Yeah, I like that. I did like the recorded man. I also like the coat.
Yeah, the coat of many arms.
that was very cool.
Coat of many arms is cool. Kind of gimmicky, but it's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
But I'm definitely gonna have to go back and do some more SCPs at some point, or just fear reads in general.
Yes.
Just to keep
I like
those
being
going.
able to go to the website and I listen to pretty much every one of them, at least towards the end.
Nice.
The Sleepwalker's Tunnel was really good. The Door That Went Anywhere was pretty cool. The Dangerous Curves Highway was really cool.
That was fucking weird.
Yeah, it was. And I like the ones with the living phonograph and the record, the Beatle record.
Yeah.
That one was kind of weird, creepy too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's really funny is, like, quite literally, the day or two after I posted those SCPs, we've started getting vinyls in our store. And so I'm back in the music department, and I open a box of vinyls. The very, very top record is the White Album. And it's just that white with the raised lettering that just says the Beatles on it.
Oh,
and I
boy.
was like, this is cool.
Should have bought that shit. That's probably it. I was like, SCP. Just buy it.
But I'm definitely going to have to go back and record more of those damn things. But thank you guys for joining us for another Ordinary Men Who Fight Like Heroes podcast, listening to our insight and ramblings on the spooky, the paranormal, and the supernatural. You guys want to take this outro? I ain't got nothing in mind.
I don't know.
And remember, it's all real. Every single bit of it.